Hello everyone. During my many years as a physician in the United States, especially in the field of geriatric care and preventive medicine, I have had the opportunity to meet and accompany many patients. One of the things I have realized is that physical and mental health are always linked together. A healthy body cannot be separated from a strong mind. And to maintain that strength, sometimes we need to learn to be quiet, focus and persevere in action, instead of showing off or seeking recognition from others. In modern society, when social networks have become an indispensable part of life, many people tend to share every step they take, from losing weight, learning a foreign language, starting a business, to big plans. That sharing can bring a temporary feeling of comfort, or receive a few words of encouragement. But that is also what makes us lose energy, reduce commitment, and sometimes give up halfway. Let me go deeper with you into the philosophy of silent action, a philosophy that not only helps us succeed in our careers, but also in our journey of healthcare and spiritual nourishment. Point 1. Silence, not weakness, but inner strength. There is an obvious truth: one day, we will disappear from the eyes of the world. No one sees us post, no one knows what we are doing. Others may be curious for a while, then forget. But it is in that silence, if we know how to take advantage of it, we will become the strongest. Silence is not a sign of giving up. It is like a tiger taking a step back before pouncing on its prey. It is a preparation stage, a silent restructuring of the mind and body. For the elderly, I often advise, don't worry too much about what others think of you. Instead, take the quiet time to focus on your health, nutrition, exercise, and spirit. Point 2. Silent actions, the foundation of sustainable change in preventive medicine. I often remind patients that lifestyle changes do not come from grand statements, but from small habits repeated every day. No one needs to know that you skipped a party to go for a 30-minute walk at home. No one needs to know that you woke up early to do breathing exercises when the whole city was still sleeping. No one needs to know that you refused sugary foods to protect your blood sugar. Those silent actions, when maintained long enough, are what truly transform you into a healthier and stronger version of yourself. Success, whether in health or career, does not need bright fireworks. It is built on small, persistent, and repeated steps. Point 3. Why does bragging easily demotivate us? Many psychological studies show that when we make our goals public, our brains tend to feel like we have already completed part of the work. This early complacency significantly reduces our motivation to act. For example, a patient once told me that he told his friends about his weight loss plan. Everyone applauded him, he felt very confident. But just a few weeks later, he gave up because he had shared too early, consuming the necessary focus. As a result, instead of letting the results prove it, he stopped halfway. This is not uncommon. And that is why I always encourage, be quiet and act first, let the results speak later. Point 4. Discipline, the key to replacing short-term motivation. Motivation is an emotion. It comes and goes. This morning we are full of energy, but this afternoon we feel tired. If we rely only on motivation, we will constantly fall into the start, quit loop. What helps us maintain it for a long time is discipline. Discipline is waking up on time, even when our body is still sluggish. Discipline is choosing heart-healthy foods even when we crave fried foods. Discipline is maintaining exercise whether it is raining or shining. For the elderly, discipline is even more important. Our bodies are not as agile as before, but it is the regularity in our living habits that helps protect our health and maintain independence in daily life. True success, quiet but steady. Imagine a tree. When it begins to sprout, it does not boast, does not announce. It grows silently, little by little. And then one day, the whole forest recognizes its presence. The same is true for people. We do not need to prove anything through status lines or words. Let the results speak. Improved health, more optimistic spirit, happier family, career or dream gradually come true. That's the undeniable proof, and it comes from consistent action, not one-off statements. Point 6. Silence, not loneliness, but deep connection with yourself. Many people fear silence because they think it's lonely. But the truth is, it's a precious moment to listen to ourselves. Silence helps us not get distracted by comparison, silence helps us understand what's important, silence helps us heal, both physically and mentally. In medicine, we call this inner strength. When a patient learns to accept silence, they often have better stress management, more stable blood pressure, and even improved sleep. Success, in any field, does not come from talking too much, nor from seeking recognition. It comes from repeated actions, in silence, with discipline and commitment. Remember, especially the elderly, don't be too quick to brag. Don't wait too long for motivation, focus on building small, regular habits every day. One day, the results will speak for themselves. And then, you won't need to explain anything. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of silence is not only in achieving success, but also in helping us nurture a healthy spirit and a peaceful heart. As a doctor, I encourage you to focus on yourself, persevere in every small action, and let time prove everything. If you find today's sharing meaningful, please click like and share the video. Because who knows, a friend or relative of yours may also need this message to find their inner strength. Wishing you good health, peace, and faith on your journey to live a meaningful life every day.